Hi, I'm Phil Anderson, and I'm running for United States Senate to represent Wisconsin. A couple of situations crossed my path today, one of which a gentleman who represents Veterans for Peace accusing me of using something that he posted for purely political campaign means, whatever that means. Another situation where a relatively famous libertarian broadcaster posted a YouTube video of the libertarian presidential debate and didn't speak too kindly of the candidates. And my reaction to both of those situations was really negative. It really kind of upset me, because it's pretty easy to be behind a microphone, to criticize people, to be online, to be in a situation where you're constantly criticizing other people or behind a microphone or a computer screen and advocating for ideas, right or wrong. That's not the hardest thing to do in the world, I don't think, and I've done some of that. What's really hard is to get out there yourself and ask people to vote for you and to vote for your ideas, to ask people for money, to ask people to help you. It's not easy. And I'm not asking for any sort of sympathy or whatever. I'm just saying that it's not the easiest thing to do. And that those of us who are out there trying to advance the cause of liberty by putting ourselves, to putting our reputations, our means of making a living, all of those at risk and to use for those purposes, we should be given a little bit of credit for doing so, and not criticized by people who aren't doing that same thing, who aren't offering themselves up in the same way. So I'm going to read a little section of a speech to you that Teddy Roosevelt gave in Paris in 1910. It's called "The Man in the Arena." It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, as I just did, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Now, I'm not a big fan of Teddy Roosevelt's politics, but that speech is great, and it really defines what it means to be a candidate, to put yourself out there in front of people as vote for me, help me, contribute to our cause. So those of you who are out there doing that, or who are volunteering for a candidate, putting yourself in alignment with a campaign, I applaud you, and I respect you, and you inspire me. Those of you who only sit back and criticize, you should really examine yourselves and see what you can do to help somebody actually get elected instead of just criticizing. Thanks very much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.